Greetings, Derek here with Denver Yoga Underground. Today I want to share something that I believe can generate deeper inner insight and peace, as well as harmonize outer relationships. Now, broad stroke here, we're talking about the difference between discernment and judgment from a yogic perspective. Now, judgment gets a pretty bad rap in yoga circles, as in you shouldn't judge, which ironically is a form of judgment unto itself. Now let's look at the mechanics of what happens when we judge. In essence, my ego self, or my particular sense of individuality, and in yoga we call that ahamkara, the I sense within me, I, here, you, separate there. The ahamkara's values get projected onto another person or another circumstance, and some form of judgment is created, as in you're doing it wrong, or this person is conceited, or I don't like the way you dress, right? And it's entirely based on my own set of values and some form of tension or condemnation or not rightness about something or someone outside me. In essence, we label something as either good or bad based on the ahamkara's particular preferences, right? As though it were universally true. This is not the only way of perceiving a person or a circumstance. We could view them more objectively. And to do that, we cultivate another aspect of our awareness called buddhi. And what buddhi means is your intellect. And it's what's responsible for discernment, or making distinctions. You look at the color over here and you say, is that sienna? Or is that burnt umber? Or is that brown? Right? Notice nowhere in there am I assigning a value, like, oh, sienna is better than burnt umber, is better than brown, is better than ochre, right? It's just an objective awareness of trying to have insight and make discernment as to what's accurate or true or real about that particular color spectrum or circumstance or individuality. It's more about having insight than it is about assigning value. And yoga is very much about cultivating a more refined buddhi, about cultivating a more deeper and deeper layers of accurate insight, so that our perception is as real and accurate as possible. And to throw another vocab word out there, more specifically, developing what's called sattvic buddhi. Now, sattva is the energy of peace and clarity and insight. Even like deep and accurate intuition would be an example of buddhi. Now, in most basic terms, if judgment is about good and bad, we could say that discernment is about yes or no, right? Yes or no, making yes and no kinds of